So right, UFC Fight Night Allen versus Curtis 2 takes place in the main event this weekend, and I'm going to be going through the entire main card, starting with the opener, ending with the main event, giving you guys my full breakdown and predictions. If you guys are wondering who I got for the prelims, boom, this is who I got. And some honorable mentions. I personally think Norma Dumont versus Germaine Randamie is going to be an interesting and close fight, but I am going to be going with Norma Dumont to get it done via close decision. I also think McGee versus Alex Morono is going to be a fun scrap, but I am going to be going with Alex Morono to get it done via dominant decision. And let's waste no further time and break down this fight night card. Starting off with the opener of the main card, Trevor versus Charlie Campbell. At first I was actually leaning towards the underdog value of Trevor, and I still don't think he's a bad pick in this fight, but after doing a bit of research, I am going to be going with Charlie Campbell to get the win here. Both guys are very scrappy fighters on the feet, but under the chaos, Campbell's ability to stay very technical and composed while exchanging heavy shots can be the key to victory for him. Now, Peak has a lot of holes in his game, that being his defense, and I do believe in the ability of Campbell's skill set and crispy accuracy can land something big on Peak early on. So, the pick is Charlie Campbell, and I think he gets it done via second round TKO. We move on to the next fight on the main card. Łukasz versus Valter Walker. High confidence pick here. One of my locks on the card. I'm going to be going with Valter Walker to absolutely run through and destroy Dershki in the first round. Now, for anyone that doesn't know, Valter Walker is the younger brother to Johnny Walker. Yeah, both guys are naturally gifted, to say the very least. Valter Walker is dangerous on the feet, carries devastating knockout power, very good on the ground, underrated jiu-jitsu, undefeated, 11-0, young as hell, tall as well, 6'6" at heavyweight. Not much to say here. I think he's going to absolutely run through and destroy Dershki wherever the fight goes. So, Valter Walker is a confident pick and gets it done via first round finish. We move on to the next fight on the main card. Ignacio Bahamondes versus Christos Giagos. Another confident pick, another lock on the card for me. I am going to be going with Ignacio Bahamondes to get the win, solely based on the fact that I personally believe he's a more well-rounded fighter than Giagos. Now, Christos Giagos is an okay mixed martial artist, okay on the feet, okay on the ground, decent jiu-jitsu, and is overall pretty mid compared to Bahamondes. Now, Ignacio Bahamondes has undoubtedly fought the better competition, has the wider advantages, and can honestly beat Giagos anywhere the fight goes. Can pick apart him on the feet, can latch a submission on the ground. Ignacio Bahamondes is a high confident pick and gets it done via second round finish. We move on to the feature fight of the main card. Charriere versus Chepe Mariscal. Very tricky, very close fight to call here. I could honestly see either guy winning this. It's very 50-50. But ultimately, after doing my research, I am going to be going with Charriere to get the win. Now, Charriere is very dangerous on the feet, carries devastating knockout power, but is quite technical on the feet, carries great kicks in his arsenal, and has wicked takedown defense. Now, you may look at his record and scoff at it, but he carries loads of experience when he fought on the regional scene, and Mariscal is no slouch whatsoever. Good on the feet, has really good boxing, really good wrestling, and is no slouch. Ultimately, I am going to be leaning towards Charriere with the power and experience, and I think he gets it done over Mariscal. So, Charriere is the pick and gets it done via close decision, possibly even split 29-28. Moving on to the co-main event, Alexander Hernandez versus Damon Jackson. So, will this be the day where Alexander Hernandez stops disappointing me and finally gets a win? You know what? I think it happens. I am going to be going with Alexander Hernandez to get it done via TKO. Now, I personally see Alexander Hernandez lighting Jackson up on the feet. I'm not really too worried of the grappling and wrestling threat of Jackson. Hernandez should be able to stuff those takedowns and keep this fight standing. I think Hernandez has the speed, power, and accuracy advantage to find something and land something big on the chin of Damon Jackson. So, Alexander Hernandez is the pick and gets it done via late rounds TKO. We move on to the main event. Brendan Allen versus Chris Curtis 2. For anybody that doesn't know, they have fought before. Chris Curtis won via second round TKO, and their rematch finally takes place this weekend. And it's going to be a bit of a risky pick, but I am going to be going with Brendan Allen to get the win in this rematch. One of the main reasons why I'm actually picking Allen in this fight is his pure evolvement since his last loss, that being to Chris Curtis in the first fight. Since then, Allen has been on a roll, currently riding a 7-fight win streak, improved his grappling immensely as well as his striking. Chris Curtis, on the other hand, has been a bit of a falling knife and at best a 50-50 fighter. The question, or the mental, is always going to be a big question for me, and I think Allen corrects his mistakes and finally gets his long-awaited revenge on Chris Curtis. So, Brendan Allen is the pick and gets it done via late round submission or dominant decision. All in all, kind of fumbled on last week's card. Not going to really sugarcoat it at all. Last week wasn't really my best of work, but it is what it is. We got this weekend's card and UFC 300 next, and I'm definitely aiming to bounce back with those two. Overall, I went a total record of 7-6. Thank you guys for watching today's video. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on my socials, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace!